Hi, my name's Hannah. I'm 17. I just wanted to come on and give my testimony and show you what God has done for me. I was brought up in a Christian home who loved God, and I'm grateful for that because my mum always taught me about God. She always said her prayers. She always come into my room at night to make sure I said my prayers, and we done it together. Whenever I was about 12 or 11, I took a panic attack, a bad one. I never knew what it was. I was confused and I was frightened. But from that day, my life completely changed. I couldn't leave my house. I struggled a lot to open up. And then I struggled for years. And then I went into high school. In first year, I didn't go to school, and I didn't even tell anybody what was wrong with me because I was ashamed of how I was feeling, and you should never be ashamed of how you feel. But whenever time went on in school, my anxiety got worse and the panic attacks got worse, and it did turn into depression. It did affect me in a lot of ways that I can't even explain. I started to get put on report. I started being cheeky to teachers. I started throwing stuff. I started being an idiot. I had an attitude. I had a wrong attitude. I nearly got kicked out of school. And if it wasn't for Nikki, I don't think I would have lasted in school. But as time went on, it did get worse. The anxiety got a lot worse. But whenever I was in fourth year, I started to realize a change. I started to realize that it was getting worse. It wasn't changing. Every day I woke up, I felt the same. Every day I dreaded it because I didn't want to die, but I didn't want to live. Because anxiety affected me that much that I couldn't even leave my house. I couldn't even let my mum leave me because every time I thought my mum left me or my granny left me, I thought I was going to die all the time. I had to go to hospitals, I had to go to doctors to get reassured, to make sure that I was okay. You know, and it's horrible how that makes you feel because you genuinely think something is seriously wrong inside your body, but nothing is wrong. So whenever I got into fourth year and I went to church with my mum, and I absolutely hated it. Like, I wasn't a person who loved church. Like, I thought it was absolutely boring. But on the 31st of December, on New Year's Eve, I got saved in TCF, Temple Christian Fellowship. Pastor David McClure brought me to the Lord, and I'm very grateful for that man because he had done a lot for me, and he's a good man. He was a good preacher as well, and still is. So I got saved that night. It didn't change overnight. It was still extremely difficult. I was still a wee bit of an idiot in school. I was still on report. But as time went on, my life started to change, completely changed. People were coming into my life, making me feel better about myself. I want to talk about my uncle as well, because Uncle Samuel, because I didn't understand what anxiety was, and I was going through it, but I didn't understand it because I was confused why I was going through it, and the panic attacks as well. But Samuel made me realize that anxiety, it's okay to have it. It's okay not to be okay. It's okay to struggle. And panic attacks as well. I think they're both mixture. I think they're both the same, but they can both affect you in different ways. But Samuel made me realize that having them and having anxiety and having depression is okay. It is okay to struggle, and it is okay to go through it. As hard as it is, it'll make you a better person at the end of it. The storms we go through make us the person we're going to become later in life. And I left TCF not so long ago because I knew where God wanted me to be, and that was why well. And I've met some incredible people, great friends who I know that are going to be there for life. I met Jordan in TCF as well, who God brought into my life, and I'm extremely grateful for him as well, because he's helped me through a lot, and I don't tell him it a lot, and I don't let him know that he's a good lad, and he's been really good to me, so I thank God for him. But yeah, anxiety and depression and panic attacks, you know, a lot of people do suffer from it, and I'm just here to try and help people, to try and show what God has done for me, because I know fine rightly I would not be where I am today if it wasn't for Jesus Christ, because he saved me and he has changed me and he's turned me into a completely different person. Don't get me wrong, I can still be a wee bit of an idiot sometimes, but we're not perfect. God didn't die for perfection. He died for sinners, and he died because he loved you, and he died so we could be forgiven. But yes, if you are suffering from it, if you do go to hospitals, if you do go to doctors, if you do always need to be reassured, listen to me now and let me tell you that don't do it. It will make it worse. Because I was doing it constantly. The hospital was like my safe zone to go to make sure I was okay. But I didn't feel okay, but I was okay. You know, anxiety makes us feel like something's genuinely wrong with us when nothing is at all. The enemy tells us lies, and sometimes we believe it. But God is greater, and he can bring you through it, and he will bring you through it. It might not be tonight, it might not be tomorrow, but he will bring you through it. I've struggled from it from a very young age, and I still do go through it. I get bad days and I get good days, but I know who's greater, and I know who's going to bring me through it, and I know he's going to heal me, because he has plans for my life, and he has plans for your life as well. It might not seem like your life's perfect now, but one day it will be. Maybe not perfect, but you will be happy one day. God is real. Some people look at me and think I'm crazy. Sometimes I'm just like, I don't care, because I love God and I'm not ashamed to say it, and I never will be ashamed of saying it. You know, God has done things for me that I can't even put into words. He's blessed me with an amazing granny. He's blessed me with an amazing mum and an amazing boyfriend, Jordan. And my brothers and sisters and my uncle and my aunts. But yeah, if you do suffer from anxiety and if you do suffer from depression, just know you're not alone. You really aren't. Genuinely, you aren't. We're all in it together, and God's greater, and he loves you more than anybody else does. But yeah, I can't tell you how blessed I am. I can't even put into words how blessed I am to have Jesus Christ in my life. And I'm not perfect. I do make mistakes. Just because I'm a Christian doesn't mean I'm perfect, because I'm far from it. I do make mistakes and I do mess up sometimes, but it doesn't matter how many times I mess up. God's still gonna love me the same, and he'll still love you the same as well. He didn't die for perfect people. He died for sinners. He died for you. And you may feel alone, and you may feel like that nobody's for you, but he is. He loves you. I remember sitting in my room feeling lost, feeling alone, feeling like I was the only person going through it, but I wasn't. There's many people out there who do, and there is help out there. But God is the main person who will help you. He brought me through it, and he sure as hell bring you through it. The enemy attacks us a lot. It's okay praising God when everything's going well, but it's another praising him when the trials happen, when the storms hit you. You know, my mum went through a lot. She's a great woman of God, and I've took a lot off her. She's taught me a lot, and she doesn't even realise it sometimes, but I just wanted to talk and try and get across what God has done for me, and try to tell people that it's okay not to be okay, and it's okay to struggle, and it's okay to talk about your problems. Like, if you need to message me, you can. If you want to talk to me, you can. Just message me. My name's Hannah Mould. You can add me on Facebook. If you need encouragement, if you need a little talk, I'm always here. Even if I don't know you, I'm always here to help anyone who's suffering, anybody who's going through it, because we all go through things, but at the end of the day, it'll pass. It's not forever. Now it's not forever. No, I was once a lost girl, but now I'm fine because Jesus Christ has saved me, and He's changed me, and He's blessed me, and I just wanted to let you know that He loves you, and you are blessed, even if you don't feel it, you are. And I just want to read this wee thing for you, and then I'll stop. For whosoever shall call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved. I really do hope this has helped someone and does help someone, because I know what it's like to suffer from anxiety and panic attacks. But yeah, thank you for listening, and yeah, thank you.